What it is, fam. Ooh, there is blood in the water. Oh, let's talk about it. Rated Tea time. Handle it. Cue the music. We don't get a holler today, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, T3 proudly presents to you the greatest YouTube channel of the world. Rated Tea time. It's your host, T3. Time to get down for the clown, but let's start where we get at. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Come talk to your boy. Every day is a good day, even on a bad day, especially on this day, on a Monday, Overreaction Monday. Hit that subscribe because it's a small button for you, but it's a big button for your boy when you hit that subscribe. Hit them likes and let me know how you feel by commenting, but that's not what brought you up in here today. Son. Oh my God. Well, let's start with the breaking news. Before we even get into yesterday's game, breaking news. Raiders have released linebacker Jermaine Pratt. We just signed this sucker. After he was released by the Cincinnati Bengals. There's always changes happening, but never the ones we think that should be going down. So we had already released Christian Wilkins, which changed the front line of our defense. Now we've changed the back line, which is the middle portion, the linebacker side, and now Jermaine Pratt is now gone from this team. If you've been watching ESPN News, it was not an injury reported list. It was a separation of church and state, bro. And here we are once again. There is a lot of reports that is going out, a lot of things being talked about, but this is not what we're really here for. GENO Smith. You know, every time he has had a mistake in a bad game or anything else, he has owned it. This is the first time I have seen GENO Smith go up to the podium, which lets me know he hears not only what we're saying, but what the press are saying about him. And based on his frustrations off of his conversation at the press conference, lets me know that he has got too many things going on in his head. And at this point, we can't defend you. You are making way too many mistakes. You're doing too many things. You're causing too many turnovers. You are the weak link. Like before, we was always harping on the offensive line. Son, as bad as maybe the offensive line has been during the course of games, because they have not been all the way up to par. And as much as our defense have broken off at the back end at the end of games because they're too tired, the weak link, everything changes with the quarterback. The quarterback is the number one thing that we need right now, and we do not have good quarterback play. And I honestly, let's be real, I honestly feel Kenny Pickett is not the answer. I may be wrong. I may be out of line, but AOC and Kenny Pickett are the two backup quarterbacks. They're even calling for Cam Miller, which is the rookie we drafted in the 6th round. I don't know if that's the solution, but I know putting GENO back on the field is not the answer. I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon and talk about how trash he is, this and so forth. Everybody from TikTok and Instagram and Facebook have already let me know how much they hate GENO Smith and how much he is really getting on their nerves and how much this coaching staff has really disappointed them. But let's be real. Firing Pete Carroll is definitely not the answer. The one thing outside of quarterback that we need is a stable front office. Even if that means we got to ride this bastard out for the next 2 years. He's got a 3-year contract. So I'm telling you right now, as much as most of y'all don't want to hear it, we're going to have to ride this out for 2 years. And I don't care what Pete and them are saying. We are in rebuild mode. We are not in winning mode right now. Like, I am so close to giving up on 10-7 at this point. And I'm the one that just said we're going to have some games that are going to be like, damn. And we're going to have some games that are like, wow, how do we do that? Right now, we are more on the damn level than anything else. And it's just, we can't continue this roller coaster ride. We cannot continue to do what we're doing out there in this game, son. It's unsustainable. The defense would have so much more to play for if, and I do mean if, they had a stable quarterback in the game that was actually doing his thing. If we had a guy out there calling the plays and doing what he's supposed to do, and not leaving him out to dry. Because that's what's happening. Our non-quarterback play is causing our defense to play a whole different way. Regardless of defense is not the weak link. Offensive line has had problems over the course of the first 5 weeks, but I will say they have improved over the last 2. Even with Colton Miller out, Ashton Genty still got 100 yards from scrimmage, homie. Like, let's be real with this conversation. So I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to put out there. You know what I do. And yeah, I'm not giving up. There's never going to come a point in time where I'm going to take off the silver and black and being like, I quit. I'm not watching it. I'm watching the game, son. I may be mad watching every single game, but I'm watching the games. The question is, what you going to do? Raider fans, talk to your boy. Let me know what you going to do. Are you going to stand true? I just need to know, because right now it is trials and tribulations. You know what I'm saying? We are at the end times of the Raider times right now. And right now is not the time. Right? Look, we've been riding this out for the last 20 plus years, bro. 20 plus years, bro. You know what I'm saying? Last time we was in the Super Bowl was 2002. Last time we made the playoffs was 2016. It is 2025. And we have fired how many coaches? I think the only thing that was stable for a long period of time was Derek Carr as quarterback. And then we have gone through Statham, stinking Garoppolo, what's his name? The backup that just cost us the game in Chicago. Oh my God, his name will pop up for sure. You know what I'm saying? AOC, Gardner, the Cowboy Minshew, Geno Smith. We cannot go anywhere on roller coasters outside of getting nauseous and sick. Where is my Zofran? Because your boy is not feeling well right now. All right, Raider Nation. It's up to us. You know what? I didn't give us a proper salute at the beginning of the show, but we're going to proper salute it on the way out. You feel me? Raider!